After being shot in the head by Russian assassin Kirill, Matt Damon's character Jason Bourne flees Soviet cops and goes into hiding in the opening scene of the film. After 6 weeks, he travels to Paris to notify Martin Kreutz of the demise of his sister Marie, who was Bourne's romantic partner. An anonymous individual meets with Guardian writer Simon Ross to talk about Bourne and Project Treadstone, the start of Bourne's past. After Ross mentions Operation Blackbriar in a cell phone conversation, the CIA starts to follow him. After learning of Ross's Treadstone study, Bourne meets Ross behind closed doors at Waterloo Station. When Ross deviates from Bourne's instructions and is assassinated by Blackbriar assassin Paz, Edgar Ramirez, it is because Blackbriar's director Noah Vosen, David Strathairn, gives the order. Bourne discovers that the CIA is tracking Ross and assists him in avoiding capture. Vosen obtains assistance from Pamela Landy, who was called in to pursue Bourne 6 weeks prior but didn't manage to succeed. After looking through Ross's notes, they discover that Neil Daniels, the boss of the CIA station in Madrid and a previous participant in Treadstone as well as Blackbriar, was Ross's source. When Bourne arrives to Daniels' Madrid office, it is unoccupied. An ex-Treadstone support technician named Nikki Parsons, Julia Stiles, shows up after Bourne renders a CIA team dispatched by Vosen and Landy incapable of performing their tasks. She informs Bourne that Daniels has fled to Tangier after deciding to assist him. When Parsons gets to Tangier, he discovers that Blackbriar asset Desh Buksani has been assigned the mission of killing Daniels. Parsons tries to contact Daniels but is unsuccessful. Vosen sends Desh after Parsons and Bourne after learning that Parsons logged in to obtain information about Daniels. Landy disagrees with this move. Bourne follows Desh to Daniels, but he is unable to stop the planted bomb that kills Daniels. Before Desh can kill Parsons, Bourne kills him, forcing Parsons to go into hiding. After looking through Daniels' burned briefcase, Bourne locates the address of the New York City deep cover CIA bureau where Vosen oversees Blackbriar. Bourne goes to the city of New York. A phone call from Bourne to Landy is discovered to have been recorded by Vosen. Landy tells Bourne that his real name is David Webb and that his birth date is April 15, 1971. She also praises him for the recording he sent her that exposed the unscrupulous activities of previous Treadstone director Ward Abbott. Landy and Vosen both understand that Bourne is observing her when he advises her to get some rest since she looks tired. Vosen departs his office with a crew to pursue Landy and apprehend Bourne after intercepting a text message from Bourne to Landy indicating a meeting spot. Securized Blackbriar materials are taken by Bourne after he breaks into Vosen's office. Vosen, realizing that the rendezvous was simply a diversion, sends Paz after Bourne. The two eventually meet in a vehicle chase that ends with Paz causing Bourne's car to crash into a concrete barrier. After getting out and holding Paz at gunpoint, Bourne spares his life and moves on to 415 East 71st Street, where memories of Landy's fake birthday were aroused. Additionally, Vosen deciphers Landy's code and alerts Treadstone's behavioral modification program manager, Dr. Albert Hirsch, about Bourne's impending arrival. Before entering the facility, Bourne delivers Landy the Blackbriar files when they first meet. Within minutes, Vosen arrives and begins looking for Landy out of concern that she would divulge the confidential material. To his surprise, he discovers that just as the final page is being transmitted, Landy is faxing the files to an unidentified recipient. After meeting Hirsch on a higher floor, Bourne recalls that he applied for Treadstone with Hirsch's assistance. Then he declares that he is no longer Jason Bourne and runs to the roof to escape the CIA team that is chasing him. Paz approaches Bourne on the roof and queries why the former did not murder the latter. Asking Paz whether he even understands why he is meant to kill him, Bourne quotes the assassination of Professor Treadstone, whom Bourne murdered years before, saying, "Look at us. Observe what they force you to give." When Bourne rushes to dive off the roof and down to the East River below, Vosen approaches and opens fire, causing Paz to drop his rifle. A little while later, Parsons watches a newscast on television regarding the revelation of Operation Blackbriar, the detention of Hirsch and Vosen, the criminal probe of CIA Director Ezra Kramer, and the supposed shooting and fall into the East River of David Webb, also known as Jason Bourne. Parsons is shown grinning broadly while watching live direct television breaking news coverage on MSNBC Breaking News with a female news journalist reporter after learning that his corpse has not been located following a 3-day search. As the screen fades to dark and the film closes with the opening and final closing credits, Bourne is seen floating in the water for a while before swimming away underwater following his fall.